Well, obviously, we ran into a team that's playing as well as any team in America. That team is might be the most improved team in the country in the last 3 or 4 weeks, and they played that way. Obviously, we played uphill on the 4th day and had to play from behind. So, give them a lot of credit. We battled. I was proud of my kids. We didn't lay down in the second half. We made a couple runs at them, but when you're playing from that, playing down from that margin on the road in this environment on their home floor, you exert so much energy, and but our kids, we did something that hasn't been done at Marshall, getting to the championship game. I'm proud of them. We didn't close the deal. We're disappointed with the loss, but I'm proud of this group for what they've done this week in particular, and obviously now we'll look forward to playing again.
Thanks, Coach. We'll take questions from the floor. We'll start with questions for DeAndre and Dennis first. If you'll give us time to get a mic to you, we'd appreciate it. Questions for the student athletes.
Well, obvious question, Dennis. You've played them 3 times. How tough was it underneath?
These guys, they were physical. We played them, like you said, 3 times, and we practiced, playing against these guys, and we try to do our best, and we just kept fighting everything. But they got the best of us, and the loss hurts and everything. But like Coach said, this is a group of guys that I was excited to play for this year and everything, and just got to keep our heads high.
Other questions for DeAndre and Dennis? Anything for those guys? Take another one here in the front.
DeAndre, been a difficult, you had improved on foul shooting, you and the team, but had a difficult day today. Fatigue a factor in that?
I don't think so. I think we just missed a lack of concentration. We played tough, man. It was a tough tournament for us. We fought for 4 games. We just came up short today. Memphis is a good team, like Coach said. It's a tough club. And they outplayed us today. We sucked this loss up. We'll play somewhere else, hopefully in the NIT or in the tournament. But we should be all right, man. We keep our heads high and we walk away proud today.
Other questions for DeAndre, Dennis? Okay, thank you guys. You guys are welcome to get back to the line. Okay, we'll go ahead and start taking questions for Coach Harriet. Start in the back.
You mentioned it, Coach, the number of games you played, the triple overtime win and the other win to get here. Was that a factor in the game today?
Well, I'm gonna say no, but I'm sure it had some toll on us, to be honest with you. It's, if we're looking at it objectively, it has to have a toll on you. I think also playing in their building, is obviously a tremendous advantage. Playing them here and the great crowd that they have, the runs. But make no mistake about it, they the last 3 or 4 weeks, they're playing at a level. This is a team that can make a Final 8, Final 4 run the way they're playing right now, on both ends of the floor. I mean, they're as efficient offensively as any team in the country. Ball's moving, it's not sticking at all. They're sharing it really well, and they're making every shot, making every free throw. I mean, they went 25 for 27. We left the points on the foul line, hurt ourselves mightily, but they gave us no chances at certain points in the game. We tried to play some zone, which we don't play a lot of. It was good to us for a while, and they hit those threes to kind of separate it, midway through the second half.
Other questions for Coach? Middle of the room.
Coach Kane obviously named all tournament. We know about his scoring. Can you talk a little bit about his leadership towards the end of the game? He was going around pretty much everybody on the court saying it's not over. And at the end of the game, Pitts had his head down on the bench, and they had a long talk over there. Can you just talk about his leadership?
Well, I think he's continuing to grow, as a leader, and I'm proud of that. He has that ability to be a really good leader, not just being a really good player for us. So I think he feels some pain for those seniors, especially. He's really close with Demir and Shaq in particular in terms of friendships, and he feels their pain, and we all do. But like we said earlier, we're going to have an opportunity to play again, I'm sure. We'll find out tomorrow for sure. But this team, I'm really proud to be their coach. and they've gave us a great day. We're in uncharted territory, you know, only in year 2 of my tenure here at Marshall. Like I said, I think they only won 1 Conference USA tournament game before I got here, and we had a chance to get to the championship. You know, the only 2 losses we have in tournament play are against 2 teams in their home buildings the last 2 years.
To the back.
Coach, the defensive margin on rebounds really wasn't that much. Is that your biggest strength from going on from here in your inside game?
Well, we're a pretty good rebounding team. I mean, we're 3rd or 4th in the country in rebound margin. You know, we got out-rebounded, which doesn't happen very often. We were -3 on the game, but we had 19 offensive rebounds. I think that's great effort for our kids, you know. We only had a couple in the first half, you know, so we played really hard, not necessarily particularly well. We missed some free throws. Might have got worn down, and but you know, give obviously Memphis a ton of credit.
Anything else for Coach Harrion?